This dish tastes incredible. It's our Parma ham wrapped chicken and polenta.
In this chicken dish, we're going to take chicken breast, wrap it up in some Parma ham and flavour it with lemon and honey, and then serve it on a bed with polenta and aubergine. Okay, so some nice sort of Mediterranean flavours going on. To start with, the milk, which we're going to use to cook our polenta in, if you can put all of that into there, it needs to be 4 times as much as the polenta. Okay, so we'll bring that up to a boil, and then if you can just season it, salt and pepper. Meanwhile, I'm going to take our chicken breasts. Now these are just very bog standard, straight from the supermarket chicken breasts, which once I've taken the fat off, I'm going to cut in half right down the middle, okay? So we've got thinner strips. And then if you can put a shot of oil into our pan here. And what we want to do is seal off this chicken to get a nice golden kind of colour on it. This is optional, you could just go straight to the baking stage, but I think this adds amazing flavour. So we'll put those into the pan. Got that nice kind of sizzle going on. And now that our milk is boiling, Mike, if you can put our polenta in there and then keep stirring it, and it will become the consistency of sort of mashed potato, a thick, gloopy consistency. And meanwhile, we can turn this chicken over. Look at that beautiful golden colours. Just that colour now enables us to wrap it in our bacon. So we'll take a slice of our Parma ham and take one of our bits of chicken, place it on top and just roll it up.
There's nothing like animals wrapped in other animals.
So we'll wrap a few of those in there like so. At this point, we can put them onto a baking tray because they will need to finish off in the oven. But before they go into the oven, one other flavour combination. That's the combination of honey. So a little squeeze of honey over those. And we'll squeeze over a little bit of lemon juice on there as well.
Is that a general rule? You know, if you're going to sweeten something, do you generally balance it out with a bitter flavour?
Cooking's all about balance.
Do you do a lot of that?
Both textures and flavours. So if you've got like a salty bacon, sweet honey and a bit of sharp lemon, that's what makes amazing food, the combination of all of those. So they can now go into an oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 10-15 minutes. And how's your polenta looking?
It's looking plenty good.
Beautiful. Now it's nice and thick. We can make it really creamy by adding in a knob of butter and some mascarpone cheese. Okay, so if you can melt those in there. And then as soon as you're happy that butter's all melted, tip it into our tray. Now, you can use any tray you like, any size, whatever you've got. Just make sure you line it with cling film, and then it's easy to turn out later on.
Is there too far you can go with this polenta?
Well, it will start to stick and burn on the bottom, so you'll know it's not ideal.
Starting to look like scrambled eggs.
And whatever's left in here, put it into hot water quickly, and it's really easy to clean. We want a nice smooth finish, and the best way to do that is to fold the cling film back down over it and use that to push down, okay, so it's not going to stick to it. So flatten it down so it's nice and smooth. And at that point, it needs to go into a fridge or anywhere just to cool down and set up. But while we wait for that, we can look at our other flavour for the dish, which is aubergine. So if you can take the aubergine and just cut slices about the thickness of your thumb all the way along.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll start to fry that off in the same pan we had our chicken in. So it's already got that chicken flavour, it's already got the chicken fat, the oil, so that's really, really good. And we can take these slices, add them to a hot pan so they can start to seal off. As ever, season. Aubergine does need a lot of seasoning.
It smells appley.
Appley?
Yeah.
Now our aubergine slices can fry for about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. Our chicken needs another 10 or 12 minutes in the oven, and once our polenta's cool, we can cut it up and then put the whole thing together into an awesome chicken dish. Now you can see our polenta set up, and because of that cling film, really easy to take out. So if I put that on the board, can you cut maybe a quarter of that out of there?
Yeah.
And I'll take our aubergine out of the pan now, softened and cooked, and just leave those on the side. I'll say plenty warm enough for now. Beautiful. Now that obviously needs heating back up. You can just do that in a microwave or into a hot pan just to heat through. Now look at that and smell that. Okay, so the honey and the lemon have started to caramelise around the edges, but the important bit are these bits with the chicken, cooked all the way through with some amazing flavours. A couple of other final combinations. We've got some sun-dried tomatoes, so again, if you can just cut those into little pieces like that.
Yaha.
And a little bit more of our mascarpone cheese, okay? So we put some into polenta, we've got more on the side there. There we go, and that's all it needs, a really hot pan to warm through. We just trim that up, it's really neat. You can try some of that now with this amazing polenta. But that forms the basis of our dish. A couple of slices of aubergine, bit of chicken or two, leaning and resting up against there. And then scatter some of your sun-dried tomatoes over. A few little blobs of our mascarpone cheese. Beautiful. And if you grab some fresh basil from behind us.
I don't know which one's the basil.
On the right. The one that smells like Italy. Bung that on top. So there we go, for a dish that is so simple to make, it looks stunning. It's our honey and lemon flavoured Parma ham wrapped chicken, sorted. What do you reckon?
That's delicious, mate. That is really good. Parma ham instead of bacon, because it's thinner, it's not so overpowering.
Look at these bits there, they're crispy and awesome.
Now check out our website for loads more interesting things to do with chicken.
And if you haven't already, then subscribe to our YouTube channel for twice weekly recipes.